What is up, YouTube? Sean, the average angler, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. A few months back, maybe, gosh, it's been more than a few months now. Wow. Time's really flying by, folks. It is June 2024, and I bought this rod January or February. I recently upgraded the reel on it because it has become my favorite rod to use, finesse wise, and actually kind of made me revisit my spinning rod lineup. This rod is a G Loomis IMX Pro, and let me get the numbers for you, 882S NNR, which I believe stands for Ned Rig rod. Ratings: 7'4", 1/8 to 3/8 ounce, 8 to 12 pound test, and it is extra fast. Now, I was very much against spending a ton of money on, well, any rod really for that matter, although there's times where it is worth it. This rod, while being considered a Ned Rig rod, is really, I've come to enjoy it for a lot of things, okay? Mostly light bait stuff, okay? Hence the 1/8 to 3/8. Probably a little more to the middle of that. I love it for a wacky rig Senko, weightless, or a nail rig. A Neko rig with a nail in the wacky rig Senko. I love it for a Ned rig. It casts the light baits very, very well. And I'm going to show you here in a second the tip on this. What I really come to like the rod for is fighting big fish. The bend in the rod and the length of the rod really lets me battle the fish advantageously with lighter line, 8-pound test, okay? I throw this with 10-pound braid with a, oh boy, I just forgot the knot, FG knot, okay, to 8-pound fluorocarbon. And I fished these rigs with other rods, and when I get a real big one, I have gotten schooled. Part of that also is the drag system on the Shimano Vanford that I have on here now. Excellent, excellent reel, worth the money, and stay around till the end because I'm going to tell you how I got both of these for far less than retail, okay? Not saying you can get, just stay till the end. We'll go over that. All right, so let me, the reel is a 3000, I believe. Yes, C3000 HG. That's 10-pound Suffix 832, 831, whatever it is. Braid, been around for a long time. I'm going to slide back here to get the rod more in frame so you can see the action of the tip. And you'll see that load there, okay? That gives me lots of rod to fight fish with. See if I can get this. Yep, there we go. Gives me lots of rod to fight fish with. The rod loads up really easy. See right now I have a little Ned rig on there. That's probably a 3/16. And I can cast it really effortlessly. With the Senko, what I was doing with it in the spring was skipping it a lot. Skipping that Senko up around cover, under docks, especially docks that are laying on the water, the pre-spawn those docks, and actually in the summertime. Fish love to use those floating docks as a place to hide. They're shaded, it's a little cooler, and the food chain tends to come to them. So I was using this rod really effortlessly, skipping up under docks. And then I had all the power in the world to set the hook and fight those fish, okay? Most of the time they'll come out from under the dock pretty well, especially if you're not pulling too hard on them. If you pull too hard sometimes, and I can't pull too hard with this rod, the rod bends really, really well, like I said, but that's the advantage of getting a rod with action that's built right. And one way you can tell is by the line ratings, okay? If you get a really wide line rating, say that goes from, instead of an 1/8 to 3/8, say it goes 1/8 to 3/4. First of all, a rod that can handle an 1/8 that cannot handle 3/4. Most of the time, those are going to be somewhere in between. Anyway, this rod is not cheap. Retail, I believe they're high 3s. I got this from what they called used, from the Hooked Up Tackle. I got it for substantially less than that. I'd like to get more. They have a used section there, and the ratings, if you look at their ratings, a 9 is essentially an unused rod in their rating system. What it means is the tags are gone off of it. Maybe they used it for a demo rod in the store, maybe it was a rack rod in the store, whatever it might be. But I will tell you that this rod was essentially unused and brand new, and I saved, I believe it was $120 off of retail. So, prices on the higher end equipment, if you shop around, and I'm not saying you can get it all the time, but if you're patient, you can run into deals. Maybe someone bought it somewhere, right? And it just wasn't for them. That's another way you can pick up some stuff. Now, the Shimano Vanford, I will tell you that right now you can get the 2020 Shimano Vanford on AliExpress from anywhere from the high 160s to low 170s, okay? They're real, folks. It is the real Vanford, okay? It's a 2020. The reel hasn't changed much. This reel weighs 6 ounces. For a spinning reel, that is insane. It's got a great drag, casts really well, holds a lot of line, but the main thing is the drag system and the casting. Even if you only get one, sorry, my insulation's falling off the garage door. Even if you only get one, don't buy out of your budget, first of all. Second, if it is in your budget and you can get one, think about what you use a lot, okay? This rod I would not use for my shaky head fishing. I like my shaky head to be a little bit stiffer in the tip than this is. This one's got quite a bit of bend, even though it's considered an extra fast. It's also 7'4". I bought a different rod for my shaky head fishing because I love to fish shaky heads. This is the other rod I use a ton of with the Senko and Ned rig. It becomes a year-round rod for me. So think about what you're going to use a lot of. If I only take 2 spinning rods, this is one of them. This is also a fantastic drop shot rod. Okay, it's got the right action for a drop shot. It's got the right action for a lot of things. Flick shakes, same deal, right? So this rod can be used a lot. I didn't just buy an expensive rod and reel combo. That's a specialty item that I'm only going to use a few months out of the year. Now, my overall thoughts, I already mentioned this is my favorite rod. I always want this in the boat. The IMX Pros are phenomenal. They're kind of, and I hate to say this because of the price, but they're kind of in the bargain high-end price range, okay? At retail, this is $250 for the reel, $400 for the rod, so $650 is not bargain, if you will. Again, I saved a couple $100 off of that by buying it the way I did. To me, it's worth it. And look, folks, I've been fishing a long time. All this stuff on the wall up here, I've accumulated over time. My rods and reels, I've accumulated over time. I have the stuff I need. Now, most of the stuff I buy is to review and share with you, or to right now upgrade some of my specifics. Okay, this being one, I bought another one for the shaky head. Look for that review coming. But I am going to give a thumbs up on the IMX Pro spinning rods. And you don't have to get this one. You can look around at, look, your area might be different than mine. This would be a great smallmouth rod too, by the way. And maybe some smallmouth guys can touch on that a little bit more than me. We have smallmouth around. They're not like they have up north. 2 thumbs up from the average angler on the Loomis IMX Pro. AliExpress, folks. The Shimano Vanford. Right now, you can also, since I'm giving up deals, AliExpress also has the 2024 Daiwa to Tula on sale for about $102. It changes $1 or $2 here or there depending on which model you get. I don't really know why. I think it goes by how many they're selling. The more they sell, the more they raise the price. Whatever. It's a marketing scheme. But they are real Daiwas, folks. I have bought one. It's $179.99 at Tackle Warehouse. You know, bargains. I'm shopping, not buying the cheapest stuff, but I am looking to save money, hoping to help you save some money too. Sean, the Average Angler, thanks for watching. Look for another rod review coming soon.